soon as I put the mat down, there he is. And let's see if you can hear some of this music. All right, so you're going to need a medicine ball or a lightweight. I'm going to use 4 pounds. Again, I'm not feeling great today, so I'm going to do everything is going to be a little bit lighter. Oh, I need to get my timer going. All right, where's my timer? Gosh, that doesn't work. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. Should have done this before. Okay. So you're going to need a medicine ball or a lightweight. So we're going to do standing core, and then we're going to do floor core, and then we're going to do some stretching. So I've got a 4 pound, and I've got a cat here. So we're going to start with a warm-up of around the world. Actually, I'm going to get off the mat here. So what you're going to do is just start with small circles. So what you want to do is you want to pivot your feet if you can. If you're on carpet, you might need to just lift your feet, okay? Otherwise, if you're on a hardwood floor, and then what I want you to do is just slowly make the circles bigger. So this is kind of your core warm-up. And then try to make it bigger and bigger. You should feel your body warming up a little bit. Good. Now the other side, let's start with slow circles. And then get a little bit bigger. You can hear my crunchy knee. I have a crunchy knee. And take your time. Don't tweak your knees. You don't want your knees to turn. You want your whole body to turn with you. Good. It's kind of good. But it should get your heart rate up just a little bit. Not anything too crazy. Milo, you're a big help. He's supervising. Okay, let's do one more circle. Good. Now what I'm going to have you do is you're going to take your feet wide. What is that taking my heart rate up? And then you're going to swing up and side. So squat, swing, and so you just want to keep your hips square. And then you want to go as far to the side as you can. So you don't want to go forward, you want to go side and lift up and over like you're going over a ball at your side, if that makes any kind of sense. Good. So you're going to get a stretch on one side, and then you're working on the other. Good. All right, we're going to do the circles again. I'm going to grab some water. Parched. All right, so let's do the circles again. So again, start small, and then you're going to gradually make it bigger. Gradually make it bigger. So you want to go all the way up, over, down. So you want to kind of get that whole big circle. So you're working your core. Oops. Good. Kind of feels good after you get more warmed up. I love the medicine ball for core work. Good. All right. Other side. So again, starting off small. And you feel this in your arms. I can feel my arms kind of getting a little bit of work here. So that's what I really love standing core, because you involve all your muscle groups, and that is always more functional, and you burn more calories, so you get more bang for your buck. Because, you know, our abs do not work in isolation. You know, if you think about all the things you do every day, every time you push something, like a door, or pull something, or lift something, your core is working. So it's really good to work it kind of in a three-dimensional way, and not just always on the floor. So this is why this is going to be a mix of exercises. Good, let's do one more. All right, now we're going to go back to our swing and set. Swing. So I'm taking my time with this. This isn't cardio. It's a little bit of cardio, actually. Good. So see how straight you can make your arms. It's hard, isn't it? Especially if you're holding weight. Now, if you're using a dumbbell, I would go with like a 3 or 5. If you're stronger, more advanced, you can use an 8 or a 10. You know, men might use a heavier weight than women, typically. Good. So I can feel my core be nice and warm. Just a few more of these, and then we're going to move on. Good. Do one more on this side. All right. Now we're going to move on. Take a little break. Some water. All right. Now we're going to do a little wood chop. So you're going to come down and then step together and up. So get a good twist down there and then up. So again, this is a whole body exercise. But that little twist is where you're really going to get your core, your abs, and your back. So this is why you don't want to have a weight that's too heavy. You want it to be light enough that you're not overdoing it. You don't want to overcome your core with your arms. Good. Up. So, nice and slow. Good, that feels good. I can tell Milo's enjoying it. Up. Good, just a couple more. Then we're going to go into, a lunge with a twist. Okay? Lunge, twist. So you take the weight out, twist, in, and up. Out, twist, in. So we're starting out with a lot of twisty moves. And then when we go to the floor, we're going to be focused more. So the twisty moves involve all of your, that's a physiological term, twisty. But you're really waking up your obliques, and when we get down to the floor, we're going to focus on your transverse abdominis, which is like the internal muscle that wraps around your spine, and your rectus abdominis, which is your six-pack, which we all have. You just can't see it all the time. Most people, you can't see it at all. Unless you're genetically blessed, you just have low body fat. All right, we're going to go back to the wood chops. So start on this side and then up, down, and up, up. Again, taking your time and really focus on the left side or whatever side you're on, and then the other side of your waist. When you're twisting, you want to kind of pause for a second, squeeze, and then up. And up. Good. Now the other side. Down and up. Down, up, Beautiful. Oh, it's not a beautiful day. It's kind of foggy out there. Down. Up. Almost there. We're going to do our lunge with a rotation. All right. So, we're here. Twist. Up. Out. Twist. Now, if the lunge doesn't work for you, just step back. It's fine. We're not worried about the lunge so much as the rotation. And we also are working on your balance, your stability, all of those things. So it's kind of like a whole body exercise. Perfect. Got my tracker going, my Apple Watch going. Just had a little ding. Said I did something good. If you have one, does it bug you when it taps on you to stand up? Like, I don't have time to stand up. I don't have time to breathe. What are you talking about? All right, moving on. I don't think we're going to need this anymore. All right, now we're going to do a little standing. So this is going to be like a little standing side crunch. So what I want you to do is, if you need to hold on to something, that's fine. But you're just going to pull your elbow down and try to touch your knee if you can. So I'm half on this mat, so that's not helping. Perfect. So it's okay to be wobbly, but this is a great way to work on your balance and your core. All right, I'm going to do the other side. And you are going to need another dumbbell. I'm going to use 8 pounds. It's going to be after this series of exercises. And you'll kind of see what I'm talking about when we do it. But 8 to 10 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds, something like that. So you're going to have your good side and your goofy side. All right, now we're going to do a crossover crunch. So I want you to think of leading with your shoulder and not your, like, crunching like that, but you want to rotate, keep your elbows open. Good. Of course, you'll be feeling pretty warm along with the rest of your body. Okay, other side. I like this one. It's nice when you don't use any weight at all. You really focus on what you're doing and take your time. Good. Shoulder towards the hip is kind of what you're thinking. So get that nice little twist. All right, little break. We're going to do those again. Then we have a couple more standing, and then we're going to go to the floor. All right, so let's start on this side. You're going to do your side crunch. Now, another thing you can do, which I like, is you can get a band, hold it, and then get a little upper body with that. Good. You can also feel that on your standing leg, too. You kind of get all that, all the things with a core workout, which is nice. Good, other side. Perfect. You could even hold a weight if you wanted to. That would add some intensity there. Almost there. Just have about 10 seconds to go. Good, let's do one more. All right, so I'm going to have you grab a weight. So I'm going to do 8 pounds. Let me show you what we're doing. We're doing circles. Okay, so you want to stand tall, take your feet wide, and then you're just going to do a wide circle, out, all the way out, and then back. So you don't want to go too heavy on this, but you want to keep your torso upright, so you're just reaching out with your arms. So obviously you're going to feel this in your arms. That's why you don't want to go too heavy, because you really want to focus on your core. Good. Now we're going to go the other way. Oops, I just hunched. Just did what I said not to do. Good. It's hard, you have to concentrate. Good. Just a few more seconds, and then we're going to do a tough exercise. What are the tougher ones? Let me give you some options. Okay, so I'm going to grab 5. Now you have the option here. So what we're doing is this. Now you can hold a weight up here and down here. That's going to increase the intensity. But what I want you to do is your arm is straight up, coming right out of your shoulder. You're going to squat and rotate that arm. And if you can, look up at that arm. Okay, now if you're holding a weight overhead, this is going to feel really much harder. Good. So you can try, maybe on the next round I'll do it. Good, other side. So this is, it's an awkward move, I'm not going to lie. Good, and up, down, up, down. So make sure that arm is as straight as you can make it. All right, I'm going to grab my heavier weight. We're going to do those weighted circles again. So I'm going to go this way this time. Out. Keep your shoulders down. Hips square to the front of the room. Good. So you should feel, as soon as you push that weight out, your core should engage. Good, other way. So right there, it engages, still engage, and then relax a little bit. But not all the way. You're gonna keep it going. Just a few more seconds to go. Out. My arms are getting tired. Anyway, we're going to go to the floor after this. One more. All right, this time I'm going to hold a weight in both hands. We'll see how that goes. All right, so you're going to go down and up. Definitely a light weight for this one. Because you will really feel this. Your heart rate will come up on this one. It doesn't feel like you're doing much. It doesn't look like it, but when you're doing it, you're like, yep, feel that. Good, almost there. And one. Good, other side. And then you have one side, for whatever reason, this side is tougher for me, even though I'm right-handed. Good. This does feel hard. Oh, I'm tired. Good. I think it's my hip. I think it's my left hip is messed up. All right. Moving on. We'll move this to the floor. All right. We are going to do floor work now. So we're just going to zip through these exercises. There's not a lot of floor exercises, just a few. So we're going to start with Superman planks. So you're going to get into a plank position, and then you're just going to bring your knee into your elbow. Now I'm going to give you some options. Down here, you want to keep your butt flat if you can. Now, not everybody can. So if you need to, you can stick your butt up in the air a little bit, and that will take some of the pressure off. But you want to make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders. And if this doesn't work, you can do a plank and just do knees up, okay? Otherwise, you're going to take your option. So you want to try to bring that knee into towards your elbow with your back as flat as you can make it, and without hitting the cat. Milo, he's so old. Bless your heart. Bless your little heart, as we say in the South. Usually once you have to, you insult somebody. Okay, take a little break. Now we're gonna go into dolphin push-ups. Darling, I love you. You got cat litter all over my feet. So you're gonna come down to your elbows, and you're gonna go up and then down. Now here are your options for this. You can go up and then knees down and keep your butt up, okay? Otherwise, Milo, darling, you don't make this easy. You're gonna come down to a flat back. So back and then down. And if this bothers your shoulders, you can be on your hands. Good. Perfect. He can't really see anything, so he knows what he's doing down there. Good, almost there. So you can put your knees down, remember. Up and down. One more. And down. All right, you're gonna grab your medicine ball. Excuse me, dear. He's just gonna come right back, it doesn't matter. Just lost my shoelace. All right, now we're gonna do a little twist. So you wanna sit tall. You're gonna take your ball. Now if you wanna touch the floor, you can, okay? But you don't wanna hunch here. And just lean back as far as you can. You might be here, which is fine. Or here, or here. You know, whatever works for you. Let's stay right about here. And we only have a couple more exercises, and then we're gonna do a stretch. So this is short and sweet. You'll also feel this in your hip flexors. That's really normal. I'm gonna sit up a little bit. Make sure I'm not landing on the cat. Just have a few more of these. Good. One more each side. All right. Now we're gonna come down on one side, and we're gonna do hip lifts. So you're going to be on your elbow. Your shoulder is not sinking into your body, and you're going to lift. So I'm going to give you some options. So you're going to lift your hips up and down. So here's one option. Another option is to put your hand down and give yourself a little help if you need to. Again, do not sink into the shoulder like this. You want to be up. So you're working that oblique underneath. You can also make it harder by taking the leg up and the arm up when you come up. So that makes it harder. So think about it like this. Your hips are coming up, but your knees are staying down. Good. We're going to go to the other side. All right. It's hard when you got a cat in the way. All right. So you're going to go up, down. Again, remember your options. You can give yourself a little boost here if you need to. So you're going to come up. You want them harder. And up. Good. Now, we're going to do a plank for 30 seconds. Okay, ready? So you're going to get into your plank position. So here's one option. Here's one option. Here's one option. Here's another option. Okay, so pick your option. We've only got 15 seconds left. This is the hardest version. I hate planks, don't you? I'm only going to do it 30 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh. Okay, I just want you to stretch that out a little bit. If you can come up as high as you can come up. All right, we are going to do one more exercise. We're going to do back extensions. So here are your options. I'm looking at the clock here. So one option is your hands to be here, and you lift up and then down. Now squeeze your abs before you lift up. Keep your abs contracted the whole time so that you don't sink into that belly. Now you can also have your hands here and then down. Here. You can also do both at the same time. Good. I like this one. I like this one. You can give yourself, you can also have your arms straight out. You can have them behind you. Sky's the limit. So obviously we're working your lower back here. So I'm just going to keep my arms here. Good. So you also get a good butt workout here. All right. Let's just do 4 more. Remember, keep your abs in the whole time. You'll really feel a difference in the exercise when you contract your abs because you get really into that back instead of sinking your belly into the floor. Good. All right, I'm gonna have you come up. All right, we're going into our stretches now. You're gonna do a cat stretch. So, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Round up, contract your abs, and then come forward. So you don't wanna like completely arch. You wanna kind of reach your chest through your arms, if that makes any kind of sense. So that's a great stretch. You should do this all day. Set an alarm every hour and get up and do this. You can also do a standing version. I'll show it to you. Good. Now, I'm going to do, let's do a couple more because that just feels good. All right, so I'm going to do a pitch